Do you have questions about when to start collecting Social Security? Well, today we're going to talk about 3 key rules that will help you through that decision process. Hi, I'm Larry Sprung from Mitlin Financial, where we strive to bring joy to your money journey. Social Security is a complex decision that needs to be made as you approach retirement, something we all have to decide, and it's not an easy decision. The first thing we have to know is, what is your full retirement age? Or, as Social Security calls it, your FRA. That's going to dictate what your benefit is. Now, everybody's full retirement age is somewhere between age 66 and 67, depending upon your year of birth. Now, that's important because that is the age at which you can start collecting your full retirement benefits without any penalties for earning income. So now that we've established what your full retirement age is, we also have to know that if you decide to start collecting Social Security earlier than your full retirement age, there are earning limitations if you start collecting Social Security before your full retirement age, and you will be penalized. Your Social Security will go down based upon your earnings in those years prior to full retirement age. For 2025, that earnings limit is $22,230. Each year, that gets increased by inflation, and you're going to want to know what that number is for you. So if you're somebody who's 62, considering starting to collect their Social Security before their full retirement age, you're still working and you plan to continue working, and you're earning over that $22,230 limit, you probably want to reconsider and delay collecting until you stop working or hit full retirement age. So you now have figured out what your full retirement age is. You know there are earnings limitations. Another important point to consider are spousal benefits. If you have a spouse, how and when you begin collecting Social Security and your benefit will have an effect on your spouse, especially if they earned less than you over their career and their Social Security benefit is slated to be lower. So what do I mean by that? Well, look at what your benefit is and what your spouse's projected benefits are. If your benefit is more than 50% of your spouse's benefit, then upon collecting Social Security, your spouse would be entitled to receive 50% of your benefit rather than their benefit. So think about this. If you have the ability to increase your benefit over time, you very well may be increasing the benefits for your spouse as well. And also keep in mind, if the higher benefit individual predeceases the lower benefit individual, then the lower benefit individual will receive the higher benefit upon their significant other's demise. So, making this decision for Social Security doesn't just affect you and your benefits over your lifetime, but it very well may and will affect the benefits of your spouse as well. So, for example, we were meeting with a family that was very similar to that example that I just used prior, with spouse A's benefit being $3,000 a month and spouse B's benefit being $1,000 a month. And when we met with them and we were projecting what their income was going to be in retirement, their understanding was they were going to receive $4,000 a month. Well, they were pleasantly surprised when we shared with them that when waiting until full retirement, their actual benefit was going to be $4,500 a month, more than 10% higher than what they initially expected. That was a windfall for them, and had they not planned properly, wouldn't have realized that they were going to have that additional income to help support their goals in retirement. These are just 3 Social Security rules, and Social Security, it's much more complex than just that. If you have more questions, I'd love to hear from you and continue the conversation to see how we can bring joy to your money journey. Links are in the description below. I'm Larry Sprung from Mitlin Financial, and I'll see you next time.
The opinions voiced in the Larry Sprung YouTube channel show and Lawrence Sprung are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. No strategy ensures success or protects against loss. To determine what may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, financial, or tax advisor prior to investing. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Carson Partners, a division of CWM LLC, is a nationwide partnership of advisors.